Recently, Monty did a live webcast where he discussed Timothy Charles Holmseth and garbage journalism. Timothy Holmseth has been on Vimeo with his videos, and I think one of them had to do with Monty, and he called Timothy Holmseth out on it. I disagree with Monty a little bit here, because I don't think what Tim Holmseth is doing is garbage journalism. It isn't journalism, period. Basically all he's doing is getting on the internet and spewing absolute unmitigated nonsense. He isn't attempting to even come close to being a journalist. He does no research. He just makes this stuff out of the top of his head. He takes things he reads and hears on the internet and he just twists them to make whatever narrative he feels like making out of them. And what's surprising is people actually believe this stuff. A relatively small number of people, but there are people that believe him nonetheless. And it's unfortunate, but it's confined to that limited number of people. Rather than getting more people to his cause, he's getting less, and there seems to be a rotation in numbers where if two people drop out, maybe one picks up on his story and it goes for a while, but eventually everybody gets wise except for that core group, and he falls into a status of, I don't know, just unimportance. The only problem with what Tim Holmseth does is he damages people's reputations in the process. He puts this garbage out there along with information about the person, and it gets spread around, and people like Holmseth pick up this material and use it for their own purposes. So in that respect, it causes damage, plus it damages any effort to get to the truth about anything. And it's this sort of thing that's making the political divisions in this country that much worse. We are an equally divided nation politically, and then we have subgroups within these divisions that go both to the left and to the right. And for generations, all of us that are American citizens have generally tolerated each other. We may not agree with what we think, say, or do, but as long as it's within the confines of the law, we tolerate each other. We live our lives. But for the past several years now, there's been this increasing divide between one side and another, with the extremist political sides on one side or the other aggravating that division. And then when you have Timothy Charles Holmseth, Field McConnell, Kirk Pendergrass, Preacher Dan, and other people come along to exasperate that division, it makes things that much worse. People get angry with each other, people don't talk to each other, people shy away from each other. And unless that trend is averted, it's going to spell the doom for this country, because a house divided cannot stand, as the old expression goes. You know, I don't mind having differences with people, but as long as we can get along, those differences are fine. We eventually have to compromise and do what is necessary for the better good. Tim Holmseth reminds us that it is necessary to do that to quell the efforts of Tim Holmseth to divide us for whatever personal agenda he might have. And yes, what Tim Seth spews out is garbage. It's pure, unnegated garbage of the worst kind. but it is not journalism. It doesn't even come close to being journalism. So let's not put journalism on there. Let's just call it garbage. Pure garbage, unadulterated garbage. And that will be a more accurate description. On another note, we have 24 hours or less to wait until we find out the fate of Field McConnell. Is he going to stay in jail? Is he going to be released from jail? Is he going to stay in the state of Wisconsin for 2 more months? Or in a matter of a week or two, will he be extradited to Florida? Tomorrow we just may find out. So stay tuned as I begin my trial of Field McConnell coverage. And till then, have a good one.